Come on. Is it there? Is it happening? Are things rolling? We've started the launch sequence. The go button has been pushed, my friends, on a Friday here at the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Glad to have you here. We're going to have Chris Johnstone absolutely freak us out, as usual. By this time, I'm kind of numb to it. You know what I mean? Kevin Gillespie, you kind of numb to this, but this, he's gone.
No, I'm right here. Go ahead.
Oh, you are? Yeah. Okay, now it used to be, I walk away kind of quivering and, a little shaken up from the Chris meetings, because it's just so insane. But nowadays it's like, of course it's that way. Of course that's what's going to be.
Of course.
Of course it can do that. Of course it can do this.
Hey, Chris?
Why not?
They've got the technology, they've got those ear pods that translate, right? If somebody's speaking to you. So I've been trying to find the one to translate wife, but they're sold out. I can't find them, man.
I will give him the ba-dum-bum. I missed it. I should have been faster on the draw there. Hey, you know what I was curious about while we're letting people kind of pile in here is, when do we have Roberto on? What was that?
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yep.
And, that was such a cool thing for him to kind of lay out the storytelling and the 7 C's and all that stuff. I'm just curious, anybody rolling that out? Has anybody started kind of looking at Chris? You picked up some good stuff that you're going, okay, rethinking maybe the way you do the storytelling just from that little moment, let alone whatever else he's got to lay out. What I mean? Yeah.
I mean, it's telling the story of the last first-time home buyer that you got approved to the home buyer that you're working with, telling those stories of those individual deal types to those customers. It sets you apart from the competition. It's totally different. So we got together with our team, Jennifer Woodland and Franca and Francis. We all got together after the meeting. We were like, why are we not telling our client stories when we're trying to provide for new people that we're talking to? We have Jared Manley absolutely crushing it. Made 39 past customer and past pre-approval calls, took 9 applications. There's things like that just flying around this community, and we never tell them. And so it was a huge eye opener for us.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I was just trying to think of where I can deploy all the, deploy storytelling in my day, in my life, in my business, how I operate and the people that I talk to, and how to deploy that storytelling aspect of it. Yeah. Anybody else?
I bet Kelly Dutton's got stories. I
probably talk too much about stories. So I'm a storyteller.
Indeed.
That's amazing. And Kristen Simpson. Oh my goodness.
I mean, listen, none that we can tell here, but I've got no life. But his accent, I just could listen to him talk forever.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I love it.
Another
I find him so
Roberto
intriguing.
girlfriend.
Oh, right. I mean it like that. It's just, it's like Carl too. Some people have a way of explaining things and telling stories that it just draws you right in. And I just found myself staring at the screen, just listening intently. That was my takeaway from that.
Well, and I'm just kidding about the Roberto, but kind of not. So we met Roberto many, many, many years ago. He was a lot younger. He's still obviously a very handsome guy, but he's a bodybuilder too. So back when we met him, he's just this, the accent and the bodybuilder, and he was just like, oh gosh, I tell this story about him all the time. I was watching him speak. I was with a bunch of people. I'm sitting next to a lady. I can't quite understand what he's saying, because he actually, his accent is a lot better now. Like when he first was on the charge, which is a real testament to his story. You know what I'm saying? He's a public speaker, and he had this thick accent and just winning with it no matter what. But I'm listening to him, and I look over at this gal next to me. She's literally just stargazing at him, right? Like jaw open, like mesmerized by this handsome man with this accent, you know, and I go, I can't really understand. I can't really understand what he's saying. She looks at me, she goes, shut up. She's just like, just riveted to him, you know. So that's what I meant by that.
Content might have been irrelevant at that point, but I will say
think
that
it was.
But when
Yeah.
you can be charismatic on a Zoom meeting, that is such a gift.
Yeah, it is.
Very
Yeah.
charismatic.
Yeah.
You know, it was very engaging and yeah.
And the content's so good. So Jim, you got your hand up. Did you have a
Well,
story?
I was going to add something. You know, Roberto's talk the other day was fantastic. And, you know, I'd read Donald Miller's storybook and kind of the same concept with the hero and all the 7 C's that Roberto talked about. So I kind of set up a new website for myself that has stories that people can click on. And again, as I talk to people, I can direct them to different things. And I've had some pretty good success with it. So
wait a second. So you saw him this week and you made a website based around that? Or did you already have the website?
I already had the website, same concept. It's all under, you know, the storyboards of different type of things. But he gave me a couple great pointers. So my webmaster's making some changes as we speak. So, but stories are great. And, and when you talk to a customer and sometimes they're undecided, you know, hey, I used to have somebody and kind of like you, they did X, Y, Z. And, you know, it just reinforces making a good decision, especially if you've taken the customer down that way. But no, he was fantastic and picked up a few pointers I need to use. So
yeah, killer.
Anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, cool, man. Thanks. I think Asa, you said you used one yesterday. Did you say something in the chat, Asa?
I did, and I'm eating breakfast. So excuse me.
What do you got?
This is the Breakfast Club. Nobody else eats
Yeah.
breakfast out here but me. But you know, actually, storytelling is part of the script when we're doing the breakfast meeting with the coffee meeting with our real estate agents. When you're relating to them.
Yeah. Telling them a story about this or a story about that or what have you.
Yeah. When you're relating to how I got into the business.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really powerful. It makes yourself become really relatable.
Yeah. Indeed. Good stuff. Right on, man. Well, thanks for sharing, everybody. Yeah, I thought it was such a cool meeting. I thought it was just really great. And I was just curious if others were deploying the storytelling concept, you know, into their business. And as we go forward on Breakfast Club, if you ever do that and you've got a great story to share about storytelling, I think we'd all love to hear it. He's going to be back. I think he's going to be back on the 19th of next month. So we'll have him back on the 19th. He's going to go a little deeper for us on some things. So good stuff. Well, anyway, let's get to, you know who, Mr. Chris Johnstone and AI Madness. Let's all sit down, put our seatbelts on, get the smokes ready, and see what he's got for us today.
All right, cool. So, morning, Frank. So what I've gotten from this so far is that I need to return my Canadian accent and go get one that's actually worth something.
Exactly. You weren't blessed in that regard, Chris.
That is true. All right. So a conversation this morning, and then we will go a little bit deeper, Frank, but do y'all remember this? Do you remember the Extra Light 10? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So when that camera came out,
it was the 110 cartridge. A 110.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So when that came out, it was like one of the fastest selling widgets of all time. And Kodak cameras got to a 92.3% market share on cameras. Like if there was a camera out there, it was a Kodak and it was film. And I did not know this, but way back when, an engineer at Kodak invented the very first digital camera. took the digital camera into the boardroom, got his whole presentation together and presented like, film is going away, we're going to digital, this is going to be the future. And Kodak said, that's really cool, but we're going to bury that. And that's never going to see the light of day, because what we do around here is film, and film is how pictures are taken. We know what's up. We got a 92.3% market share. Don't worry about it. Well, fast forward 23 years. And from that presentation, Kodak filed for bankruptcy in 2012.
Wow. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
You'll notice my AI generated images of fax machines, VHS tapes, pagers, and CD collections. I know. We've been here before. But the story of Kodak is incredibly relevant for the conversations that we're having here on Friday mornings on Breakfast Club about AI and about technology in general. Because as crazy as it is to say this, Frank, the deeper that I get into artificial intelligence, the more that I realize that cell phones are the new pagers.
The new pager?
Absolutely. 100%. Did you see Mark Zuckerberg's presentation where he got on stage with their new AR glasses? Heads up display right on the glass. We were talking earlier about putting in the earbuds that translate, right? Yeah. That is a real thing. So there are so inside Google's version of Zoom, they now have a real-time toggle in beta where you can just toggle it on, and you can have Roberto on the other side with his beautiful accent speaking whatever language he chooses to speak at that given time, but it's always going to come through in his voice with his beautiful accent to me in English. Or I can speak back Spanish and he'll hear English coming out the other side.
On Zoom?
Instant it's not on Zoom, it's on Google Meet.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Google Meet.
They released it at the Google I/O conference with virtual reality. So basically, CEOs are going to be sitting in their office. There's a box in front of them, and you're actually speaking to the other person, but they're not there. They're a hologram of that person speaking in other languages, but actually having conversations with people. Like, think about how that's going to change our world. Like I've always said, like, I wish I could just teleport there and be there, right? Very soon, experiences that are like that are coming. And so when you look at simple things that we have that we're taking for granted as the leading technology in today's space, insert in social media, insert in Google searches, insert in your cell phone. These are the pagers and the CDs and the VHS tapes of this generation. And our technology is moving so fast that this transition is going to be the quickest that's ever happened in history. So I showed you the Will Smith eating pasta video last week. Right? So 2 years ago, AI could not do video at all. It was absolutely horrible. Fast forward 2 years to today, and it's almost indiscernible that video is not a real person, full 4K. And now OpenAI has released Sora, which is a social media network that is only artificial intelligence generated content. So we're watching And going through the transition of the Facebooks and these social media sites of the world, transitioning into this new world where it's like, okay, well, if you can't tell what video is real and what video is not, how's that going to change that industry? And so it's these conversations that I love bringing to the Breakfast Club so much, because if you're using the technology and you're leaning in and you're just trying to take those little steps every day in implementing artificial intelligence in your mortgage business, you end up waking up one day and you're like, yeah, I am on the latest technology. Yes, I do have these tools implemented in my business. And when your competitors have not, there is a massive difference when you have that first and second and third conversation with the consumer when they're deciding who to work with. And you're using storytelling and you're using the most advanced technology. And that is how you take incredible amounts of market share in a really short period of time. And people are like, how did they do it? It's little bits of technology and learning and application of that knowledge over time. With me so far?
Indeed.
So I'm going to make a wild statement.
All right.
As we move forward, I think that in a year to maybe 2 years time from now, like not getting an instant response from a business is going to be a way of the past. Like waiting for somebody to call you back isn't going to be a thing anymore. Because the major players, the industries like healthcare, banking, flights, you're going to be able to call, talk to an AI assistant. That AI assistant is going to know who you are by your booking number or just by putting your email address in when you call in and interact with their email system. And it's going to be like, oh, hey, I noticed that you fly from Toronto to Tampa 4 times a year, and this is your route. Are you calling to book that flight? Yes, I am. Okay, great. I've got that taken care of for you. Would you like your Uber booked as well? Yes, absolutely, I would. And the backbone that's going to run all of that, I believe, is going to be companies like OpenAI. So, big announcement. OpenAI has now added apps inside your ChatGPT account. So you can go into ChatGPT and actually see apps. And there's Slack in there. There's your email program in there. Now, Spotify is an app inside your ChatGPT. So, Frank, you can go to your ChatGPT account, connect it to your Spotify account, and just say, like, hey, I'm going to use this app. I'm going to put in my username and password. I've connected my ChatGPT account to my music account. And then you can go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, I'm having a barbecue. Play me a playlist for a barbecue. And ChatGPT will turn on your music and play your Spotify account. This exists.
Let me ask you this. So I'm having, you know, I know since I was in the Navy, I'm pretty much one of the smartest people in the world, but
This is true.
I'm having a tough time with understanding, like, okay, so I have a Spotify app and ChatGPT, and rather just go to Spotify and just play Spotify, I'm going to go into ChatGPT and tell it to play something on Spotify, or
That's right.
like you said, there's my email. Like, why would I ever go into ChatGPT to do something on my email? I'm on my email. I'm in my Outlook. I'm dealing with my email. Explain to me that. That's where I'm disconnecting there. What does having my email connected to ChatGPT do for me?
So
Get me?
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And this is a big stretch, but this is the moment of 10,000 songs in your pocket rather than a CD library that you go to you individually select the CD that you want to interact with.
Right.
So imagine that there's a company that wants you interacting with their technology 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because time spent with technology equals money, right? The more eyeballs you can spend on technology, the more money those companies make. So imagine that OpenAI might want you interacting with ChatGPT 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It wakes you up in the morning. It tells you what your calendar is for the day. When an email comes in, it determines whether it's spam or whether you actually need to talk to that person. And it reminds you, it says, Frank, you just got an email from Chris Johnstone. He reached out to tell you that he loves you. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, tell Chris I love him too. Thanks so much. And that's it. You've had a conversation with your AI assistant, but your AI assistant is managing your email for you. So you don't actually have to write the email. It will just know, I write emails like Frank. Chris sent the email. I let Frank know this is what he told me to say, and it goes and sends the email back to me.
I get it. So, in other words, I can just, and this is especially powerful if I'm using the voice interface with ChatGPT.
Correct.
Right.
And
because otherwise I'm typing into ChatGPT to do something when I may have just gone to the email and sent the email. You know what I mean? You got an email. Chris said he loves you, oh, go ahead and tell Chris that I love him back. I might as well just went to the email and said, I love you too, brother. And hit send. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's the voice interaction, right? That's making this now what you're talking about, right?
Yes. But also, if you're listening to your favorite playlist and you're in a car driving to a location and you're in a Facebook conversation with Carl and you're in an Instagram conversation with Kristen and you're in an email conversation with me, and you need to remember what's on your grocery list because you're going to the grocery store. Quick aside, Robin sent me the other week to go get groceries, and I was a little bit jet lagged because we'd just gotten back. And I ended up going to Home Depot, picking up what we needed at Home Depot, coming home and completely forgetting the groceries. So I came into the house and she's like, do you need help bringing the groceries out of the car? I was like, I'll be right back.
Not yet.
But had I had my AI assistant with me, I would have driven past the grocery store and it would be like, ding, you've missed the location, Chris. Yeah. Don't forget to pick up the groceries. But so we are in today's technology, right? And Frank, you asked brilliant questions because this is where we're really trying to get to today, is the VHS world pulls us in a million different directions because everything is siloed in its own place. Your email is your email, your Facebook is your Facebook, your Instagram is your Instagram, your text message is your text message. It's all over the place. How many of you have gotten a message from somebody and you see the notification and you're like, oh, okay, sweet, I'll get to that in just a second. And then you go back to respond to it and you're like, where was that? Like, where did that message come from? Like, I cannot respond to that person because I have no idea where that message is. Yeah. And you're going through like 6 different places to try and find out where that person reached out. When you have an AI assistant that has access to all of that, you can literally say, I saw a message a couple hours ago from somebody asking me about this. And they'll be like, oh yeah, that was Kristen reaching out. Here's the message. Would you like me to respond? Yes, I would. Say this. Okay, good, done. So it's this new world, and OpenAI is absolutely going after putting all of those different services into OpenAI. So you just go one place. It's the one app. It's the one place you go to get access to all of your information.
Wow.
Powered by an AI assistant that knows you and understands you.
Absolutely insane.
Absolutely insane. But this is where we're going through this moment. Like the traditional internet, as we've seen it grow up and get to this point, is fundamentally changing. The social media apps of this world to this point, fundamentally changing. How we find information. So we're seeing across the board, clients that I've known and friends of mine, dear friends of mine, calling me up and saying, Chris, you helped get me on the front page of Google like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Insert in person with hundreds of ratings and reviews on Google. And I beat that drum for a real long time, still am. Chris, my traffic is down 50%. I'm getting half the amount of leads that I was 6 months ago, 9 months ago. I know it's not the market. And they're absolutely right. It's not that those leads are gone. It's that those leads have gone someplace else. And that place is AI. That place is the new. And we're seeing more and more people use ChatGPT to go find a property. Like the OpenAI did a major release 2 weeks ago. The case study that they used for how disruptive this is going to be was Zillow. Like they're literally using real estate in their, hey, look what AI can do. So people are going to AI, using it to do these searches. And then when it's like, yes, you want to buy that house, you should talk to a mortgage lender. The mortgage lender that's recommended by the AI, these people have so much trust in the artificial intelligence because it can play their music. It can respond to their Slack messages. It can respond to their emails. It's like, of course, I'm going to use the mortgage lender that's recommended by AI. So it's this understanding of where the technology is going and being years ahead of it, right? Which is where I believe that we are. Like this is going to happen super fast. But if you're listening to this on Breakfast Club, you're ahead of the curve. You're so early on this. But using AI to respond to your customer emails, using it to power your CRM, using it to create custom GPTs and send them out to your past customers and then call them and have the scripts from Mortgage Marketing Animals and ask for referrals and ask for refinance business. You can use this to generate business right now, but do it at being AI powered so that you can teach the AI that you're the expert so that AI can send you customers in the future. That's our big loop here. And that's why I keep bringing you these AI tools every week, is because the more and more you implement them and use them every single day, the more you build your authority with artificial intelligence and the more business that's going to bring to you in the future. I'm a firm believer in that.
I got a question for you.
All right. And then, yes.
Oh, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, please, Frank. Come on.
So, I mean, I think the obvious, and you're obviously already thinking this, is we would be able to put the loan officer CRM app into ChatGPT and just tell ChatGPT, I got a great idea. In my CRM, create a workflow where I reach out to XYZ, and this is my thought on, how many drips there would be and how they would go. And can you get that constructed for me and let me know when it's ready? And it'll be able to go in there and build that whole thing. And I mean, it would probably get there at some point.
The support team is going to kill me.
But that's kind, I mean, hey, I'm not saying that's tomorrow, but eventually, right? Something like that.
If you go into workflows and you toggle on the menu on the left-hand side and you pull it out and you go down to the very bottom.
Yeah.
It's a little button over there. It says AI on it.
Oh my God. Shut your AI face right now.
Yeah. Now, right now we're doing it the other way. So you go to the Loan Officer AI CRM.
Yeah.
And it connects to ChatGPT.
Got it.
You can write your emails in there. There's an AI button right on where you write your emails inside the workflows, and you can hit like AI, and it helps you write your emails. So that's all kind of built into it. This is not. I don't want to talk about I always want to talk about CRM, but this is not like a sales for the CRM. But yeah, 100%. But the way that we're doing it is when you interact with it, it knows you, and we're feeding that information into ChatGPT. That's what we use on the back end of the Loan Officer CRM. So when you get an email or a text message in response to a workflow, and it writes the email and sends it to you and says, hey, here's what this qualified agent or this person from your database said. Here's what I'm going to say back. Those emails are written by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Right? So we're already using it as much as we possibly can and delivering it to mortgage lenders. So Frank, hit that Zoom support, and they'll show you the button. Cool. Paulina had a question.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Good morning, everybody. Because I noticed since last week when I start calling the realtors, the AI tool is popping and said, "Give me your phone number and the reason of your call, when to see if they are available for you." The answer back is, "Mr. Realtor so and so is not available for you, and he's already working with 123 ABC Mortgage Company. Please don't call again." So I have the experience already, like 5 times during this last week. And many of them, they said, he's not available right now. He can call you back whenever it's time. And many of them said, no, thank you. I'm not accepting your call. So they are already using this. How are we going to compete with this? How are we going to pass this if we don't even have a chance to talk to them?
That is a phenomenal question. And I cannot wait to see a new bingo card that has AI restraining order on it. Can we get that going for Call Stars, Jen?
Yeah, shot down by AI.
Get it going.
So, okay, so Paulina, like, yes, absolutely, this is happening. And the voice AI technology, so I'm using it right now to do open house sign riders, or just like listing sign riders. And it's a specific phone number that has all the information on the listing. People can call in and talk to it. And in demoing this stuff and getting top producers to put this on their stuff, the real estate industry is being bombarded with voice AI right now. And these major organizations are looking at replacing all of the people that they have answering the phones and having AI do it. And getting through, and this is just my first initial response to that, is you got to work on your offers. Because what you've actually got, and they don't think about it like this, but what you actually have is a pipeline directly to the realtor at this point. Because the realtor gets the notifications of the call, the realtors get the transcript of the call, and the realtors get notified that that call came in. And when you're talking to a traditional desk agent, they don't get any of that. It stops at the desk agent, and they don't bother the real estate agent with it. Now, the AI assistant has replaced the desk agent, but now it's sending all the messages to the real estate agent. They haven't figured that part out yet, but that'll come.
Just to test them, I called back and to see what happened. And the AI respond me, we already told you we are working with ABC Mortgage Company. Please don't call again. Delete our number from your CRM. So it's no way for me to contact them anymore. I'll call them, and it's a lot of them using this tool now.
Oh yeah. So first, the offer. It's like, hey, it's Paulina calling, and the reason for my call is insert amazing offer. And then the second part to my answer would be go get a bigger cup. Go get Mo. It is absolutely 100%. There is way more of them than there is of you. And
yeah,
the opportunity to have those conversations are more and more as we get into this marketplace.
Yeah, it's not all. And we could say it's a lot. Really, it's a handful, and there's a lot more that you will not get stopped like that for now, anyway. So just add more, Paulina.
And Frank, I'll say one thing. I see so many people, and I'm prone to this myself. Like I'm probably the worst at this, of over automating things. But everybody looks at this technology and looks at the automation like, oh, I don't have to do any work anymore. And it is the ones that actually pick up the phone, make the personal connections, do the outreach, and do it consistently, and show up every day and do prospecting 2 hours a day. Nothing will ever replace the personal connection that you get on the other side of those phone calls. And you can build an outrageous mortgage business on 20 to 40 referral partners.
Yeah.
And that's all you need.
Yep. Yeah, and the other side of that coin, and it was a great thing to bring up, Paulina. Great question, and good to know. I hadn't had that happen to me yet, but the other thing is this even really also strongly supports what you've been teaching us, Chris, about being referred by ChatGPT. So if they're becoming skillful at blocking us going in, then we have to be the ones that are brought up when they're seeking for something. We have to be the ones that come to the table, because if they can successfully block you out, at some point they're going to need you. They're going to go looking for someone, and you need to be the one that comes to the top of the pile, right? You get what I'm trying to say there? I don't know if I said it properly.
Oh, absolutely. And your database, your real estate agents, and new people that are searching, you need to have that brand there for all of them. Because when a real estate agent gets into a tough deal with somebody who's doing a fix and flip or whatever it is, and it's like, hey, I need to talk to a lender that specializes in fix and flips, it will refer you realtors just as well as it will refer you customers when you become the expert in each specific product type. So
Chad's got his hand up.
Everybody having a good time?
Yeah, this is cool. Chad, you got a question. What do you got?
Yeah, question. So
You guys were talking about, or the Google CEO doing like a kind of a virtual conference, right? Or a virtual call or something.
Yeah.
What about doing that, like having me do that, and then I could have basically 24 hours on my website an interactive first-time homebuyer type program. So if somebody wants to go on at midnight when they get home from their third shift, they can click on this virtual first-time homebuyer program and go at their own pace. I thought of that just because I'm starting to do my year-end training recertification. But would that be kind of the same thing? Like you could, and then as it could ask you questions along the way, and it would interact with you.
Yes.
Instead of just a PDF or a video going the whole time, it's more of an interactive type, go at your own pace, first time homebuyer program.
That is amazing. And I think that is so you can do that. You can create a course curriculum, teach an AI, have an AI avatar, deliver the course. And totally interactive. People can talk to it. It can answer questions. And I'd love to do a class on that. And just talk about
what's that service, Chris? You introduced me to it, where you could upload pictures of yourself. And I had it for a while, where it'll create you an avatar and talking. Yeah. But they do have it, just like you're saying, Chad, where you could train it on something, and people can actually talk to it right through the computer, their mic on their computer, and it'll talk. It's you basically talking back to them, or you might want to get someone better looking than you, but you know what I'm saying. I'm kidding. You're devilishly handsome. I'm just kidding.
You don't have to lie this early in the morning.
Yeah, Chad,
but yeah, they can do that already. It's already there. What's that name of that product?
HeyGen.
HeyGen.
Okay. And they just did a massive new release where you can shoot video of yourself, put it in. And it's gotten really good at creating those avatars. So Frank, I'll put together a class on that. I'll build one, and then we'll do a class here on Breakfast Club. If anybody's interested, we've got. So we were supposed to talk about database marketing and how the AI pulls onto database marketing for today.
Yeah.
But so I put a little something. It's AILOtraining.com. So AILOtraining.com. You can opt in there. There's a 14-day series of just like, here's a prompt, here's what it does, and then you can kind of like pick and choose the prompts.
Oh, cool. So, all right. AILOtraining.com. AILOtraining.com.
Vince, I see you, brother. But this will be the final question. Frank, I'm sorry, I've got to run. I'm in my fancy dancy because I'm about to get on.
I know. You're looking very dapper. Hello, sailor. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Vince. What do you got?
Is AI so smart that it would decline somebody who leaves a message and says, I'm going to increase your business by 15%. Are you interested? Would AI turn that down?
It's if you wanted it to. So that would be the prompt. That would be up to you to be like, hey, this is my threshold. These are offers that I'll accept and offers that I won't. And then that would be built into the actual programming of whatever that AI prompt is.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you, Vince. Chris, you got a roll?
Yes.
Okay. So it's AILOtraining.com, AILOtraining.com. Go ahead and grab it. What's inside there? What are they getting there real quick again?
So it's a 14-day sequence of prompts that we give away, and then like little videos that I've shot that explain the prompts and what they do and how to use them.
Oh, killer. That's cool. All right. AILOtraining.com. Go there, get the 14-day sequence. Totally awesome. Thank you, Chris, man. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Go do your gig, whatever that is. And for the rest of y'all, go ahead. What?
No, good. Just thanks for having me, and happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Get out there and let's have some fun. No build it with Chris today.
Okay. No build it with Chris today. Thanks, Chris, for letting us know. And yeah, we'll see you guys Monday. I mean, that's what we'll do. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And see you, Chris. And hey, let's hang out for a second. What are you guys doing this weekend? I'm going to do a motorcycle ride. I've got a motorcycle ride tomorrow. It's going to be nice, man. I'm going to be up at Placerville. It's going to be all up in the foothills. It's going to be gone all day on the bike. It's going to be killer. Hey, just as a reminder, if you're enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube, you can catch our live shows. The live shows are really cool because there's oftentimes downloads and giveaways. It's really, really fun. To subscribe, you simply go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. That's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Subscribe and join us on our live shows. They're 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there. What are you guys doing? Who's doing something cool this weekend? Dirt bike race. That's killer. Right on. Anybody else? Want to chat about what they're doing this weekend? No? Come on. Come on, Jerry
I'm taking
Maguire.
my mom to meet her cousins for brunch on Sunday.
Aw.
I know,
That's
isn't that nice?
sweet. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Joe Meehan, what are you doing? Milhan. I don't know how to say it. My linguistic skills are failing me, Kristen.
Kelly's got her hand up.
Oh, we can't hear him.
I'm actually heading down just for the weekend to the beach.
Nice. Which beach? Like, where are you? East Coast, West Coast? What are you doing?
East Coast, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm heading over to Tulum.
Tulum. No idea where that is, but yay.
Mexico.
Joe, I'll be
get
there
out.
in 3 weeks, Tulum.
No kidding. Wow. Good for you, man. That sounds like fun. Kelly, what are you doing?
So yeah, Tulum, Mexico is pretty awesome. Excuse the deepness of my voice. I just had a thyroid gland removal, so I feel like I'm sounding like a dude.
You sound great.
Thank you. But today, locally here in the Carolinas, it's brisk weather and our state fair is here. So we're going to take the grandkids to enjoy the fair.
Yeah. Where are you at? In the Carolinas?
North Carolina, yes.
North Carolina. Do they have churros at the North Carolina fair?
Yes, they have everything. Everything that's possible to be fried, they have it. So just watch out.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like fun. Asa, what are you gonna do this weekend? What do you got cooking?
I'm gonna play with this new photo editing software I ran across. I put a test picture in there. It was just a little bland landscape, and it turned it into a magnificent shot. So I'm gonna go.
What are you gonna do with that?
What's that?
What are you gonna use it for? Business, or is that like a hobby?
You know, my first career was photography.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Did that I still do it, part time. But it's some phenomenal stuff.
So this is for pleasure for you. This is something you're going to do. This is going to make awesome photos. Hey man, well you do it on Monday. Post a pic or two into the chat for us. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, with this, Asa.
Yeah, that'd be great. Or on the Facebook Breakfast Club Facebook group, post it there. That'd be cool. Yeah, right on. Thank you. Yeah, Jared Manley, what are you going to be doing? 10 refis over the weekend?
This is his dad, and 15, I think.
15, good. Yeah, sorry I put the bar so low. I should have known better. Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going. You guys are all still hanging out here with me. Rod Larson, what are you doing this weekend? Come on, man. Didn't think I'd call you, but I did.
Just been watching a little Husker football and enjoying the weekend with family. So not a whole lot.
That's a great weekend. That's a killer weekend. You're going to smoke some meat. That's what I like to do on the weekends. Smoke some meat. No? Barbecue?
Nope.
No? All right. Still sounds like a good time.
I got
Who
something
else?
cool, Frank.
Huh?
So one of our clients, that was one of my clients in a program, became good friends. He's a loan officer here in Canada, and I've got friends that are realtors, connected them a couple of years ago, and keep connecting more realtors and him. So got invited to this really cool realtor referral partner Toronto FC soccer game party tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to represent, and we did some AI podcasts for the realtors. And yeah, so it's going to be a really cool thing. Yeah, it was nice to get invited to that. You make connections and you get included. So
yeah, that's killer. That's in Canada?
Yeah, in Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, soft spot in my heart, Toronto. That's where Rush is from. Hey, did you guys hear Rush's? Go ahead.
We need a little Tom Sawyer to take us out today.
No, the boot us off of all social media.
I know.
Yeah. But what were you saying, Jen? Anything else?
My dad actually went to school. Who was the gentleman that passed from Rush? My dad went to high school
Neil,
with.
Neil
Yeah, my
Peart,
dad
the
went to high
drummer.
school with him.
No.
Yeah, Lakeport High School in St. Catharines. Yeah,
Wow, what a trip.
yeah,
How cool is that?
yeah.
So what they did is, Neil passed away. God, it's probably been 10 years now or something like that. I don't know. And so, you can't really have the band Rush without him. Like was such an amazing piece of it. And but they decided, they're going to go ahead and they found a drummer, a female drummer out of Germany. She's 42 years old. And she's going to try and step in and fill those shoes. And there's a little tour coming up. And of course, I went to buy tickets, Kristen. Imagine the cost. So I wanted the VIP meet and greet, right? Meet and greet, front row, see what I could do there. First of all, couldn't even get everything sold out. They only have 8 or 9 dates or something like that. And just, it's just gone. But I had the opportunity to buy 2 tickets, meet and greet down in LA. Guess how much?
1,500.
No.
Can't even fathom.
$4,200.
No way. What?
$4,200. Yeah, but I could have had the meet and greet and all that. And I was like, babe, when we get to meet them and everything, it was like, absolutely not. I was like, yeah, you're right. That's probably an irresponsible thing to do, But even just the regular tickets, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, they're just going to sell out so fast. But man, I'd like to see it. Yeah, I'd like to see it. So, wow, everybody's still hanging around. Marty Guy Fink still with us. Why? Why are you here? What are you doing?
I was typing an email and listening at the same time.
Yeah, it's just
So,
my soothing voice is just setting your day up for
Frank, I
success.
have been listening to you for since 2011. So, yep. So
Yeah,
we go way back.
we do. We do. Hey, man. Oh, yeah, you're in, where are you at? You're in Virginia or something? Or?
I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would like to say as East Coast as you can possibly get, but not really. I'm
Yeah.
about as south as you can get. So I'm right on the border. We're close to North Carolina. So we do business in North Carolina and Virginia, all over Virginia.
Yeah.
So, and now in West Virginia and Florida. So
Oh, you took the Florida plunge.
I did. So
A lot of LOs diving into that market.
I have 2 sisters and 2 cousins that live down there. One of them's a realtor. So I figured it was time.
Yeah.
So,
The thing about Florida is there's a lot of opportunity, obviously, right? Lot of opportunity.
definitely.
But the thing that I'm curious about is for those who are working in Florida right now, doing Florida, is the flood insurance thing wiping you out right now?
I haven't done a deal yet. So,
Okay. Because right now, with the shutdown or whatever, I think flood insurance is shut down.
so I have one of the LOs on my team. She's in Florida, and I was working on some files with her, and the insurance wasn't bad, so flood insurance wasn't even playing into that and into the files that she had in Orlando.
Huh.
So I was kind of shocked at that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else in Florida doing deals in Florida? Is anybody? Yeah, Jody. How's it going? Can you unmute? You don't have to. You're driving. I don't want you to crash. Oh, you did. You zany guy.
I'm good.
You're a risk taker, my friend. I like it. Yeah.
We stayed on long enough for me to take the put the video on and participate. So that's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I've been licensed in Florida for 2 years. I'm in Chicago, and licensed in Florida, and the flood insurance hasn't really come up as much, but
No?
there's more
Huh.
there's more new construction, and a lot of the new construction places are specifically designed so that floods, hurricanes are less of an issue, and the insurance companies don't have as much of an issue with those. And that the new construction services, you can subscribe to different services like Vonda, and they charge you like $500 a month or $600
Yeah.
a month per state.
Yes.
Florida, if you get Vonda, Florida is still $2,500 per month. So it's like 5 times everybody else's. And because it's still pretty good.
Because they got so many builders, so much construction going on.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, cool, man. I guess we can get out of here. All right. Well, hey, man, you guys have a great weekend.
You too, Frank. Enjoy your ride.
Oh, yeah, I will. It's going to be great. I'm going with my cousin and one of my buddies, and we all got the communicators so we can all talk to each other while we're riding and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's going to be great. All right. You guys have a fantastic day, man. And we'll catch up with you here on Monday. See ya. Adios.
Hey, guys.